Hi everyone, today I'm going to London for the McLaren and Williams fan zones. It's a really hot day, it's been a really hot week to be honest. I'm going to be in London for 2 days, so I'm going to try and experience as much as I can ahead of the British Grand Prix. As always, I'll take you guys along with me, so stay tuned. Let's do this. I don't live in London, so it took me about 2 hours on the train to get there, but it absolutely flew by. So we are in London. I am just going to head straight to Piccadilly Circus and go and scope everything out. A quick trip on the Piccadilly line and I was there. I see it. Okay, we're here at the Williams fan zone. Entry is free, but you do need to download the app. All right, I'm inside the Williams fan zone and I have bumped into James.
Just admiring the vintage Williams cars that we got here.
Yeah, do you want to tell us a bit about them?
One of the original Williams from the Alan Jones era. So you think about it, Frank Williams was kicked out of his own racing team. He had to start again. Imagine Toto Wolff being kicked out of Mercedes now and starting a brand new team. That's basically what happened. And they would go on to win their first world championship with Alan Jones in one of these cars. It's the original ground effect era. So we know that the modern car now, the floor is fundamental to the aerodynamic principle of the car, but this is when they first stumbled across it. First Colin Chapman at Lotus, and then they perfected it at Williams to secure the world championship. The Damon Hill era. So Damon Hill going toe-to-toe with the legendary Michael Schumacher, of course, and securing his championship, Damon Hill, in 1996. He led the team gallantly after the death of Ayrton Senna, just missed out to Schumacher in 94 and 95, but 1996, Damon Hill becoming the first son of a former world champion to also secure the F1 World Championship. And then, of course, we've got the modern car with Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon at the helm, Williams pushing back up the grid and hopefully returning to those glory days very soon.
Okay, that was a great rundown.
That's what I do, mate.
You're good at that. We've got a traitor in our midst.
Pink Red Bull. But this one's the best one, the Forest Roots one, so.
A crowd is starting to gather because it is time for Luke Browning's Q&A at the Williams fan zone. I've met up with a lovely group of girls. You've been here before, this is both of your first times. How are you finding it?
It's actually really exciting. I didn't expect it to be like this quite close in and everyone would be happy about it.
Yeah, it's such a friendly vibe, like you just meet people and hang out. I've obtained a friendship bracelet, so I'm very happy, thank you. Stay tuned, Luke Browning's coming out in about 20 minutes, so we're all buzzing and we'll see you there.
Yeah, it's quite a unique position to have another driver's helmet on top of your helmet during a race.
Yeah, as you said. Yeah, it was good fun that race. Definitely done it, I think. By far the most incredible thing from one car is just the brakes. I mean, the way it stops is just absolutely incredible. And obviously it's been a dream for me for years and years and years, and people that have watched me since I was younger. The way I often describe it is, if you can imagine, when you hit the brake pedal, it's like getting kicked in the back of the head by a donkey. It's good to see our Spaniard and our resident Albon doing a good job, so it's getting great exciting. Put it on the line, we're going to win the championship. We'll do it. It's not easy to do in your first year, but it's with the car that we have now going forward, we know what our issues were, we're going to be right up there. We're only getting more confident with the people I have around me. Obviously we've got good names in the team. We've got a good teammate in Dino, we're both pushing it.
I cannot wait to see you prove right in a few months' time.
Who have you most enjoyed racing against in any series that you've done?
Does online count?
Yes.
Yeah.
In that case, it's going to be Verstappen. As he said, absolute lunatic.
What's your favourite Grand Prix race this season?
This season, Melbourne's awesome. Australia in general is fantastic. And to play over there is an absolute pain, but when you get there, the coffee's fantastic, the sun's great, and as long as you keep the spike out your shoes, I think it's good fun.
Who do you look up to the most in F1?
You know what? I've been very lucky to speak to many of the Formula 1 drivers now, and it's crazy because I remember sitting there in 2016 on my simulator looking at these guys. I was in Citroen Saxos and watching Max Verstappen do his first race in Spa, and I go, how is this ever going to happen? This is just impossible, this is an absolute pipe dream. And the closer you get to the top, you realise there's different people are fantastic for different things. For example, Seb Vettel was one of the guys when 2021 gave me his number and said, anything you need, just give me a call. Big shout out to Seb, he's got a big heart. I think Max is fantastic for just, obviously his red line with Max, we spent a lot of time together sim racing. This just outright mentality is just raw pace, and I think that motivation is grabbing little bits from everyone that you speak to. I think is probably the most important thing. And I think what's quite good about Deep Down by Max is actually a really nice bloke. And as this facade being an absolute out-and-out racer, I think that's good to have that two-sided thing. Like for me, I'm here, I'm nice, but equally you get me on track and I'll put you in the wall.
I've just come out from seeing Luke Browning at the Q&A. I'm here with Julia. There's apparently an Aston Martin F1 car, so we're gonna go and see if we can find that. It's so amazing at these fan zones because you can literally just meet people and they're just really nice. And something I want to say as well, there are a lot of women at this fan zone.
I feel like there was more women than men.
Significantly, yeah. So we're going to go look at an Aston Martin now. I love that I can just come away with new friends every time. So we'll see you guys there. There's a F1 the movie collection. So I think we're going to go in and have a look. We just walked around the whole store and couldn't find any other F1 bits. That's okay because we've just enjoyed the lovely air conditioning in here, so it was a win for the air conditioning.
We headed inside the store and we found the Aston Martin car straight away.
Oh my gosh, there's an Aston Martin car here, guys. This is so cool. It's literally right here, and also they've got the biggest jump scare ever, Lance Stroll, but like a mannequin, and they've also got a Fernando Alonso mannequin over there, and he's got the helmet as well. What do you mean there's just casually a Formula 1 car right behind me? Just free to look at in central London. Bye Aston Martin. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, just right there in the doorway. Brilliant. So we've just come out and Julia's just said there is
Williams car in the All Saints shop.
Right, so we're gonna go to that. F1 cars everywhere. This is the British Grand Prix week, guys. This is what happens.
And once again, another Formula 1 car just casually in the entrance of a shop. So cool.
Getting the tube. We're both going to the same tube station, but we're going completely different directions, but on the same line. It's been really fun. I accidentally overshot my stop by 2 stations.
So I headed back the way I came on the Central line.
That's a new one. So I've just changed onto the Piccadilly line. There are no trains. I spent an hour in the London Underground.
And this is where my phone ran out of battery, so let's begin day 2.
Good morning everyone, it's day 2 and look who I've got! It's Hudson. We are back. We'll be doing the Williams and McLaren fan zones together today.
That scared me. Fun fact, Lucy stayed with me last night.
Yay! So it was lovely. Thank you Hudson for having me.
No worries.
It's our 2-year friend anniversary. Because yeah, 2 years ago at this exact event we met.
We are also very close to missing our train.
Yeah, so we're walking really fast.
We've got 3 minutes.
We can do that. We're in London. London.
Our first stop of the day was to go to the Williams fan zone to pick up our wristbands for the Q&A.
It's raining, but we are happy to be here. We've been in the queue for nearly 2 hours and we are finally moving. We've made friends with everyone in the queue as well. We've got Lily behind us, we've got Nadia. We're inside. It's fairly busy, but we are probably 5th row, would you say?
Yeah, about that.
We're towards the front, which is lovely. We're waiting for James Wells. We can actually see him just up
We
there.
can see him.
Walter, it's James. James, it's Lucy and Hudson. This is our view. So he's going to be just up there.
It's Christian Hugo and Betty Glover.
Woo! Hello everybody. It's James Wells.
The team is obviously there from Tuesday, cars being built and delivered on Wednesday. The pain that we go through when the car fails is extraordinary. Since pretty much an hour after the race, there have been teams working diligently in order to ensure that those problems cannot repeat going to Silverstone. So effectively 3-4 days, large engineering problems being overcome.
You said you liked to read earlier. Have you read anything recently that you found interesting or fun?
There's a book I'm reading at the moment called Good to Great, which is actually synonymous with the journey we're on here at Williams. But fundamentally, it's a study that took place of what made companies from average to absolutely incredible, and I hope it's the journey we're on. No, it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a page turner.
Are you a fiction or non-fiction?
No, this is definitely non-fiction.
I feel like you're a non-fiction person.
Yeah.
You're not reading A Court of Thorn Roses or anything.
So we've just seen James Vowles, and you got to ask him a question. I did. How does that feel?
It's not really sunk in yet. It hasn't quite completed in my brain.
Next up is Jensen Button, and also our two friends from the queue have just been chosen to do a Lego building challenge.
And we just here. And James Vowles has come back with everybody!
And we got to spend some brilliant time together. My first race win, Jensen's first race win was together in 2006. Our first championship was together in 2009.
My music taste has changed since having children. I listen to some very bad music.
What's very bad music? Define it.
Skibidi Toilet.
Have you heard of that one?
Has anyone heard of that? I mean, I think it's just myself. It's terrible.
And then I was chosen to ask a question to either James or Jensen. So here's my question for James Vowles.
I was recently thinking about a race a few years ago with Logan Sargent. He retired from the race, but you came on the radio and talked to him and said about looking after him.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to look after your drivers physically, mentally, and how do you do it?
Because they're an integral part of our whole organisation and team. And it doesn't matter whether it's a driver or any one of our employees, I will look after them because they give me everything. They're away from their family. We spend more time together than they do with anyone else in the world. And particularly in the case of drivers, irrespective of perhaps where they feature on the grid, I give you a guarantee they will give you everything from when they wake up in the morning to when they go to sleep at night. And it's been their dream. Jensen said it, it's been their dream since they're 6 years old. And it's a dedication that is so incredible that it should be rewarded in a way.
Happy with that?
Absolutely, thank you.
Williams checked back in with Lily and Nadia from the queue, and then we had a dance break.
That's my V1. I go all the way to the back there. Come on, guys. The couple. You guys are looking good as well. You might be in V1. As follows.
Guys, Hudson's just been chosen to do a quiz. Go Hudson!
And then we can call this whole thing off. Finally, go back down there.
What has been Alex Albon's best result in a Williams so far?
Well, I can reveal that Lena is correct with Australia, and so will win the prize here.
Right, thank you very much, guys.
And to our wonderful
myself deeply.
You'll get them next time. You'll get them next time.
I've actually been raiding the clothing cupboard behind me, just stealing some merch.
Stealing some merch?
Yeah.
Why do you need more merch?
I don't need more merch.
I thought you've got plenty of merch already.
No, but so for example, like in Austria, I haven't done any dirty washing, or I haven't done any laundry. So I just need some clean shirts. So I just pick the shirts that has like the most minimal branding and then just use it, put it in my suitcase.
And Alex, as you're one of the world's most elite athletes, so we can talk to you about anything, do you own washing, or?
I can. It's because I know that Lily's always like, you don't know how to use a washing machine. And I'm like, yeah, I do. She's like, go on then. And I'm like, okay.
Do you think you can turn on a washing machine?
I can do it. I get confused sometimes with the pods or the powder.
Yeah,
sure. Like, what's what? And then
He's
emptying
so real, actually.
the fluffer. So I do.
The filter?
Yeah. Sure. It's when, it's called the fluffers.
You're a Formula 1 driver and you don't know how to use a washing machine. Like, you do things at mad speed. Like,
The washing machine moves quick. This weekend, we touch wood, which would be good the whole weekend, barring some issues.
Sure.
Yeah. Me cooking food.
so you can cook. You can't do the washing, but you can
What do you like on the barbecue?
Food. Mine is someone wanting a tattoo. I think they're the scary ones because I remember one time someone did it and I did it really badly. So they asked me for a signature and it was kind of on their forearm and they had quite a bony forearm, so I kind of like, oh no! And then I just left.
How do you kind of look after yourself and how do you cope with the pressures?
That's a good question. I would say for the most part, we started racing because we love racing. We love cars and driving cars and all these kind of things. And then you get to Formula One and you realise there's so much noise and pressure around that you start to, at least for me, I remember that my time at Red Bull, I was like, I'm not really enjoying this as much as I thought I would do. And then it's just honestly reminding yourself to enjoy it and remembering the inner child in you and why you love doing what you're doing. And in that moment, I feel like I'm one of the drivers who enjoys doing their job more than most, and just relax and enjoy the moment.
After the Q&A, the fan zone was emptied out so that everyone could have a turn, and it was so awkward because everyone was staring at us.
This way. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye.
Little pit stop for us too. I've got my sandwich. Husband's having a little rest. It's been a good day. Just arrived at Trafalgar Square for McLaren. There's still quite a big queue, but it does seem quite well organised, so that's good. Zach Brown is on the stage right now, and we're in. Whoa, look at this papaya madness. Oh, look, there's Zach Brown on the stage.
And then we bumped into some other people who'd come over from Williams.
God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama.
I'm good, how are you?
Very good, thank you very much. It's so exciting to see you today.
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting everything Papaya today and for tomorrow. Taylor Barnard. Oh, I'm very excited. To be part of that whole process was something very special for me. Obviously revealing the livery here was something very special for me as well. It's going to be my first E-Prix in my home country.
As the fever dream continued to unfold, we spotted Oscar Piastri.
Also about learning racetrack.
And just as I started to take pictures of Oscar, we heard Lando Norris coming out on the main stage, so we ran back.
There's like a little bit of temperature into the time, so it's on Lando, just to let you know. I'm going to give you one practice lap.
All the assists are on, so it was quite easy.
Oh, right, okay. So that's a note for the production team, okay? We need to make that a little bit harder for next time.
I'll go easy.
You go easy, okay. So this is your get out of jail free card, alright?
I'll go easy. Saturday in Monaco is the special day. Qualifying there, it's the most, that's the most scary one of the year. Like, I get scared, so.
Thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm very good.
We're not going to head into the sun, we're just going to head a little bit further downstage.
That works for me.
I'm going to change my name to Oscar, I think. Look, what an epic event, taking over Trafalgar Square. Any message before we get started, Oscar, for the fans out here?
Just thanks again for coming out. I feel like I've said that 1,000 times today. But thanks for everyone sticking here. It's been really cool. It's been a special day, so I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I've still got a couple more hours, I think. So hopefully you enjoy it all the way to the end.
Okay, so this is flat out all the way through. Top 10, I believe, Oscar, you can.
Silverstone's probably a close second, I would say. But as an event, Silverstone is very, very cool. So I enjoy everything about the weekend Silverstone. Although the weather can normally be a bit crap. That's okay. Yeah, I heard him saying that he didn't think we were going to be as dominant as Austria, and I was really disappointed.
Do you disagree?
Yes, I do. I think it should be a good track for us. I think Austria was a bit of a surprise at how good we were, which is always a nice problem to have. But I think Silverstone should be good for us. So the preparation's gone well. Been in the sim. It's always a busy week leading to Silverstone, but it's always a fun one. So I reckon we're in for a good week. I think some of our competitors will be a bit quicker than Austria, but hopefully not as quick as us. Do you want to win tickets for Paddock Club?
Sorry?
Do you want to win Paddock Club tickets?
Do I want to win tickets?
Yeah.
No, they do. You don't want to be there, do you? Oh, me? What? You'll be up there on the Friday and the Sunday. You'll be up there for a couple of days as well.
Yeah, he's going to watch the race from Paddock Club.
Yes, indeed. Cole Rath, are you with us? Are you with us? Don't do it.
You're going to have to yell if you are, otherwise you don't get the ticket.
That's not strictly true. That's not T's and C's, but okay, doesn't look like Cole's with us, but Cole, we will be emailing. I don't know why I'm talking to Cole. He's not even here. So anyway, he's going to get an email, and we'll see him on Saturday. Cole. Okay, well done, Cole. Give Cole a round of applause. He's not even here with us.
I see some of you later. I'll see some of you at the race weekend. And I'll see the rest of you on the podium. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Good to see you.
Hello from the McLaren fan zone. Things got pretty crazy back there when Lando and Oscar came out on stage. What an incredible vibe it is. I've made more friends in the crowd. Everyone is just so nice. I came prepared. I brought my McLaren shirt today. Obviously I was at Williams this morning. I'm just looking for a toilet now so that I can go get changed and not feel like a massive imposter. So yay!
Another world.
I'm now repping McLaren,
racing.
which is the correct thing to do at the McLaren fan zone. Look at this, the sun is shining, the papaya fans are everywhere. Sonic the Hedgehog is on the stage. Yeah, it's been a really great day. I'm so glad I came along to both the fan zones. And I think I've timed it really well with the drivers as well.
The step's pretty big. I think, a Formula 1 car is pretty quick. So I think as a driver, naturally the step, not only mentally but physically, is quite a big one. So I think, there's a lot of things you need to prepare for. I'm glad Lando's weekend went well. I hopefully I made the car a little bit faster for him. But no, yeah, I think the step is quite a big one, but I think it's one that I've taken to relatively well. And I'm glad that I adapted to it quickly.
I'm having some floor time. It's been a long day.
Greetings if you're just into the show. How wonderful to see you.
But nutmeg tweet. Well done. Yes, but we all want to say a massive thanks to all of you coming out today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let me talk. But it's also all right. I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, they'll slow you down, all those.
No, the FIA will find me. They'll come off.
Yeah, looking forward to getting out there tomorrow, seeing probably some of you there again. And probably about 50,000 people that lined up that couldn't get in. So, yeah, it'll be a good weekend, and hopefully we can be quick.
Zach, and that's making you really proud to see this lineup.
Yeah, I think Brando's explained it pretty much perfectly. I think in the last 2 years I've had the opportunity to represent McLaren in F3 and F2, and then last weekend I got the full opportunity to represent them in FP1 and an F1 car. So there's no way of describing the feeling, to be honest. I think it's not an opportunity you get very often, and the fact that your talent and your capability is being recognised by a team like McLaren.
Going into Silverstone, we'll bring it home. They mentioned
P1.
We want to do the McLaren name proud. We want McLaren to be at the top. It's not been at the top in Silverstone for a little while, so it's about time that it came back. And maybe we'll meet back here Sunday night for a massive party.
Thanks again for coming out. It's been a great event, a very unique one to be a part of, so thanks everybody for all your support. It really means a lot. all of us. And yeah, hope you have a great day, a great weekend, and yeah, hopefully you can witness a few trophies being won.
An epic race I know everyone's been wanting to see. Our two dudes go at it, and they did, and it was awesome to watch. Great clean racing. Excited to see more of that because we got a lot more racing to go, and we're going to put on a great show for you all this weekend. So thanks for all the great support.
We've certainly got the most enthusiastic fans. Thank you very much. Goodbye. 10.8 seconds.
We've just hung out for the whole afternoon. We've vibed, we've partied, it's been amazing. What's been your favourite bit?
Being about this close to Albon was pretty good. Seeing my mind. Jensen Button, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The whole thing is incredible.
Yeah.
The whole day.
It's been amazing. And it's been free.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Free.
Very accessible. I think the best thing is that we didn't think we'd get here.
Yeah.
And that we managed to.
And we did, yeah. You have literally laid eyes on Lando and Oscar. It's gonna hit a few days later, I think.
And I'm gonna be in bed sitting and start crying.
Amazing.
And we've met some lovely people. Everyone's so nice.
Like these
Everyone's
two?
getting along and love the sport.
There were so
And
many
it's
dogs.
amazing to see that love.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Like, immaculate vibes. Everyone's just chilling out now. It's the end. I'm booking my train ticket home now. So we'll go our separate ways, but I'm sure I will see you two again very soon.
And those were my 2 days in London ahead of the British Grand Prix. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Lucy content. Have a great day and enjoy the British Grand Prix.